Today we're talking about cozy games. I've been really wanting to make a video about unusual cozy games. Those games that aren't meant to be cozy, but for some reason, they just are. They just feel cozy. Some of them might be horror games, adventure games, combat games, all of those games. These are some of my favorite games to play, so without further ado, let's get into the list. First game of my list is actually one of my favorite games of all time, and that is Stray. I cannot tell you how much I love this game. This was one of the first games I ever uploaded videos about on my channel. I love this game so much and I find it so cozy. This is an adventure puzzle game in which you play as a cat. This feels like a post-apocalyptic world. As a cat, you accidentally fall into this underground city and you have to find your way out to make your way back to your cat family. This underground city, however, is populated by robots who have gained consciousness. There are quite a few battles in this game and bosses that you have to get through, and puzzles that can be a little bit challenging to get through, so you have to try over and over, which I think could be very stressful for a lot of people. But for some reason, there's something about it that is so enthralling to me. I mean, first of all, you play as a cat, which I think really softens the whole experience. Another thing that makes this game stand out to me is the characters. You do such a good job in creating characters that feel so human, even though they are not. I also really love the environments in this game. They've done such a good job creating a unique style. The city is very Japanese inspired. They do such a good job with the use of lighting and sound design, and the music in this game is also just absolutely stunning. If you don't mind some high stakes gameplay, I think you're really gonna like this game. The puzzles are so satisfying and fun, and it really feels like you're going on this larger than life adventure even though you're just this tiny cat. No spoilers in the comments for those who haven't played this game, but if you have played this game, did you also cry at the end? Because I was bawling. The next game on my list, I guess, is a game franchise, and that is any Zelda game. I feel like these games truly were not meant to be cozy, but there's something about them that just is. I find it really interesting that a few years ago, the cozy gaming community basically adopted Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom into the cozy game genre. And I feel like if you're a cozy gamer and you haven't tried a Zelda game, there are so many great ones to start with. If you don't know, the Zelda franchise follows the story of Princess Zelda and the city of Hyrule, which is constantly under demise. You usually play as Link, who is a mysterious swordsman who always finds a way to save the day. Most of the games are puzzle adventure games. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are more open world, and I think that's kind of what has made them more cozy and accessible for people, because you can really make it your own. Especially Breath of the Wild has a more linear story that you can follow, while at the same time it has a lot of room to kind of cater your experience to whatever it is you want to focus on, whether you just like kind of vibing or foraging or making meals and stuff like that. I think a lot of people really enjoy more than anything the ambience of the game and how beautiful it is, because the graphics are incredible even to this day. I definitely think that Tears of the Kingdom is a little bit more overwhelming in terms of the mechanics. If you've never played a Zelda game though, I think a good place to start is the newest Zelda game, Echoes of Wisdom. I talked about it in my last video because I feel like this game is so underrated. It's perfect for the cozy gamer. It is actually one of the few Zelda games in which you can actually play as Zelda. In this game, Link actually goes missing, so it's up to Zelda to find him and save the day. If you want to go a little bit retro though, my absolute favorite Zelda game of all time is actually Phantom Hourglass, and that one came out for the DS. I don't know if you can play it on other consoles, but I will put that information here for you. I really love it. It's so special. It's so cute. If you want to play a Zelda game for the first time, I think top-down Zelda games tend to be a little bit more accessible. If you're a big Zelda head, tell me which one do you think is the coziest? I would love to know. The next game on my list that I actually find really cozy is The Witcher, specifically The Witcher 3. I personally really love the Witcher story as a whole. I have never read the books, but I do love the series and the games. I just think they're so fun. And you know, there might be another reason why I love the series as well. But for some reason I can't remember right now what that could be. Anyway, The Witcher was a book series created in the 90s and then turned into a video game. This is a fantasy story about the Witcher, who is a type of monster slayer in this fantasy world. You're following the story of Geralt as he is trying to make some coins by helping the people in the town. His life is tied into a larger fate. This is an action RPG game, which is why I feel some people wouldn't find it cozy. I think games with a lot of combat can be seen as uncozy. You know, I totally get that. I know it can be a little bit frustrating for people. I personally know a lot of cozy gamers who are more than happy to play games with combat, and I'm one of them. I think one of the main things that makes this game cozy for me is the heavy story and the ambiance of the game. You can also choose different difficulties. You can definitely go for the story-based difficulty, which means less fighting, more story. It's basically like watching a movie in which you get to intervene here and there. There's magic, there's love, there's betrayal, there's ghosts and weird creatures and a daughter. This game world is so rich and so enthralling and so magical, and there are so many characters that you just fall in love with. There's also this really beautiful forest, dark fantasy aesthetic to it all that just makes it so immersive. If you've never played The Witcher and you don't mind a game with a lot of combat in it, then I think you're really gonna love this one. If you've played it, let me know if you think it's cozy, because I think it's cozy. Next on my list, I have to talk about Little Nightmares. I feel like I keep talking about Little Nightmares recently. It's just that time of the year where Little Nightmares is top of mind, and I just finished playing Little Nightmares 3, so I really wanted to mention this game on this list because it's also one of my absolute favorite games of all time. This game follows the story of little kids in the world of nowhere. It's a puzzle adventure game in which you are helping them escape weird creatures, weird spaces, and mysterious magic. All of them have a different story and environment, but they are all connected. I'm not going to talk about this game too much because I feel like I've been talking about it ever since October started. So I love these games so much because even though they have that kind of spooky ambience to it all, they also have really interesting background story and just such an engaging puzzle mechanic that pushes the story along throughout the whole series. One of my favorite things about them is that once you start playing the games and you get into the fandom, you start getting into the interpretation of the fandom as to what each of the game means. A lot of it is up for debate, which I think is one of my favorite parts of the Little Nightmares fandom, just diving deep and hyperfixating. It's really fantastical and weird and interesting. If you've never played them, this is your sign, because the third one just came out and it's really good. Next game on my list is one that I feel every time I point out that I think this game is cozy, people just go to town in the comments telling me, how the hell do you think this game is cozy? Whatever, but I think this game is cozy, and that is Undertale. This game is a cozy game to me. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I think the reason why I find this game cozy is because it is so heartfelt and silly. This game takes place in a world where monsters and humans had a war a long time ago and decided to live separately. The monsters living in the underworld and the humans living in the regular world. You play as a human who falls into the underworld and is trying to find their way out. In the meantime, you're also discovering what the monsters really are like and what they actually stand for. Are monsters really evil, or are they actually not that bad? I love this game for so many reasons. This game has a wonderful art style. I absolutely love the music. They have matched the music to the feelings and the environments. The game has a lot of different mechanics and a lot of different types of battles that you go through and different puzzles. It also has a lot of hidden gems, so if you're like me and you can't help but getting distracted, just kind of like exploring every nook and cranny of a game, this game really rewards that, and I find that really fun. The best part of this game is the dialogue though. All of the characters have, well, for lack of a better word, so much character. The dialogue is lively and funny and interesting and heartfelt and wholesome and earnest. I think the dialogue is the part that really glues this game together. It's so hard not to fall in love with all the characters. If you haven't played Undertale for fear that it'll be too hard or too scary, I think you should play it, because I think everyone should play this game, honestly. And the last unusual cozy game I want to talk about is the latest Prince of Persia game, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. I actually made a video, I want to say a couple years ago now, talking about why I think this game is actually cozy. So if you want to watch that, I'm gonna link it up here for you. This game is such a smart move on the Prince of Persia franchise, and there are so many reasons why I think this game is cozy. This is an action adventure game that is very Metroidvania inspired. In this game, you play as Sargon, who is a young, skilled warrior and a member of the elite group of warriors called the Immortals. This game takes place after winning the war and finding out that the prince has been kidnapped. So you are going through different biomes in order to find out what happened to the prince. The story has a lot of really interesting twists and turns. There's magic and time mechanics that make it so interesting and wonderful. It also has a very interesting art style that is between beautiful Persian aesthetic and some of the original Prince of Persia, while also incorporating beautiful comic booky textures and mechanics and colors. One of the main things that I think makes this game cozy is the wide range of accessibility there is. They really have tried to make this game as accessible as possible for as many players as possible, so you can really accommodate yourself and your skill levels. I feel like this is the absolute perfect game to play if you've always wanted to get into a AAA game or a Metroidvania game, but never really knew where to start or felt like they are too overwhelming or intimidating. Truly, this game is so fun, and it really brings me back to when I was a kid playing the Prince of Persia game on the GameCube. I love that it looks so stereotypical AAA game on the outside, but when you actually get into it, it's quite accessible and fun for any type of player. I think that in itself makes this game cozy. And those are all the games that I have for you today. However, before we go, I need to give a special mention to Baldur's Gate 3. I have not played this game personally, but I know that the cozy community has been loving it, and it's been on my wish list. I want it so bad. The only reason I haven't bought it is because I've been trying to protect my wallet. This is a story-rich, party-based RPG set in the universe of Dungeons and Dragons. From what I understand, one of the main things that makes this game cozy is how much customization there is in this game. Not only can you fully customize your characters, and I do mean fully customize your characters, but you can also mold the story to your heart's content. Just as you would in Dungeons and Dragons, the story really molds to your character and your experience throughout it. There's a lot of Dungeons and Dragons logics and gameplay that has been baked into this game that really makes it so that you and your party can tell a story of your own. There are also so many romanceable characters in this game, and I mean, I've heard a lot about it, and I've heard it's great. If you play this game, let me know how you like it and if I should give it a try. I really, really want to. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. So many of the people that watch my channel are actually not subscribed, so this is your reminder. If you've been watching my channel for a while, click the subscribe button. It's completely free and it helps me so much. Starting next week, we're getting into the winter season themed content, which I kind of can't believe it's already here, but I am quite happy about it and I'm excited, so keep an eye out for that. Most importantly, remember to take care of yourself, have some rest, have some water, and I will see you